What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk to you about Lucid. 𝗖𝗧's latest interview, he kind of alluded to Lucid not just beating their year-end targets of 9,000 for delivered, but far exceeding them. So I wanted to talk on, with their Q2 earnings right around the corner, slated for August the 5th, what it would look like if Lucid did raise guidance this quarter. So I'm going to go over everything else that you need to know, but first make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So when it comes down to marketing, so Peter's participated in a hell of a lot of conferences, podcasts, interviews. 𝗖𝗧's been doing this interview. I think it is very clear that their upcoming Q2 earnings is going to be a home run. And I've already played this video, so I'm not going to waste your time showing this kind of video or this interview, but 𝗖𝗧 did say that by the year end that investors are going to be extremely happy, and that was more associated to deliveries, because in case you do not know, they did announce their Q2 earnings. It was on July the 8th, 2,100 in produced, 2,300 in delivered, and we're only in the first half of 2024. So it is fair to assume, based on everything, their Q2 earnings is going to be home run, and that they are at least moving in the right direction. And we aren't even in Q4. Like, Q4 seems to be when Lucid really gets their shit together, pardon my French, but it does happen in 2022, 2023, regardless of what happened the 3 quarter priors. Q4, they just wake their asses up and get the job done. And Peter did say that this Q4 in 2024 was going to be of similar nature, them significantly ramping up. So they probably, given the trajectory, are going to probably do around 12,000 in deliveries at least. So that begs the question, with their Q2 earnings right around the corner, what would it look like if they raise the guidance? And so if they raise guidance, that is going to very much positively affect the stock price. So even though it has gone up 25% and everything associated to this largely has been optimism due to rate cuts. And so I've already brought that up in the past. Actually, to be fully fair, since my last video, I think it was at like 78% of a likelihood. I'll quickly give you an update on that. So for the September 18th meeting, there now is a 90.3% likelihood of a 25 basis point cut. And even on the November 7th meeting, this has gone up slightly, a 56.3% likelihood of another 25 basis point cut. So back-to-back cuts, 2 in 2024 is epic and very good for the whole EV sector, especially Lucid. So that has been one thing that's really been adding a lot of good buying pressure to the market, and that's even aside from a lot of the specific Lucid catalysts. So in essence, if they do raise their guidance, that is going to just piggyback off of all of this and really propel it higher. And that's one thing I feel like isn't really priced into the market right now, because if I'm looking at the options, just in case you guys aren't familiar with options, you can always look at the delta. That kind of shows that the percentage of that the market is interpreting that it's going to hit. So let's pull up, well, right now I do have up August the 9th expiry date, so that's going to encumber their earnings. So right now, there's about a 30% likelihood of it hitting at least 550 or above. And so that's, in my opinion, fairly good, especially based on where we are at, how far we've already gone, and kind of another 3 weeks or so from here. So in reality, the market is still forecasting for Lucid to go up, but I feel like they're not really forecasting raising of guidance. And for those of you that have been tuning into my channel, more so, I guess, Financial Journey, I've been saying this for a very long time, that Lucid has always been very heavily shorted. Annoyingly so, but they've always been heavily shorted. Right now, 27.83% of the free float's being shorted, works out to be 246.42 million shares. In fact, I actually just put out a video this morning under Financial Journey, top 5 most heavily shorted EVs, and yours truly, once again, is number 1. So Lucid is the most heavily shorted EV in the market. The only thing Lucid has always really missed out on, because the metrics right here all are very much greater than GameStop, AMC, a lot of the meme stock that people always think of squeezing, Lucid has better stats than them. The only thing that they are missing is essentially a surprise catalyst, because Lucid, for the most part, they haven't had that much in catalyst coming out. And I don't know, I guess analysts are always very much ahead of the game. So for instance, Hyundai, those rumors always get leaked prematurely. So shorts already can kind of anticipate that. But them raising guidance, this is something that nobody is talking on. And based on 𝗖𝗧𝗛's interview, you can tell his excitement. He, especially when it came to down to that question, he couldn't really hold it back. So long story short, I know I'm ranting quite a lot, but if they do raise guidance, that is going to be also a very good surprise catalyst. So not only would that just raise the stock price by itself, but that as well could really prompt a short squeeze. So let me know your thoughts on that, because like I said, given everything, they should easily do 12,000 in deliveries by the end of the year. To be fully fair, they should probably hit around 10 or 11 just if they continue the status quo and not really ramp up in Q4. So it's a very exciting time for those individuals that have been investing in Lucid for years and have been patiently waiting for Lucid to ramp up. We are now here. I think just the market is still hesitant about Lucid, and again, that could really add that whole surprise factor when it comes to Lucid. So nonetheless, let me know your thoughts on Lucid in the comments below. Do you think that they're going to raise guidance, or do you think that they're just going to kind of keep it until the end of the year and just far exceed at that stage, because that is also an option? I feel like it wouldn't really do as far as a wow factor to the market price or anything like that, but still, nonetheless, it's still an option. Let me know your thoughts. Hopefully everyone's having a good weekend thus far. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And one final thing, take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it, and they give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. Link in the description below and also the comments. And also, don't forget to stay tuned for my Lucid video under financial journey that will be coming out tomorrow on Sunday. Some expectations for this upcoming weekend, things that you need to know. So with that said, appreciate all of you watching.